Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting with this fabulous old 19th century ice cream or sorbet mould. This is in tin. We've sold quite a few copper moulds over the years, but we don't often get them in tin. This is an old tin one, and it's got quite a tall one. You can see in the bottom there, you see its little decoration down in the base, so you'd make some fabulous little structures with your ice cream and sorbets with this old piece. As I say, it dates back to the Victorian times. This one obviously is quite old now, so it's a little bit tarnished. I don't know if you could still do something with that, can you, Tracy? You can't put like a cling film in it or something?
No, I wouldn't.
No?
No.
Yeah, but I imagine in your dinner parties in the Victorian times that would look quite spectacular coming out onto the dining table, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
It would have been filled, resting on that small base. It would have been filled to the top, let to freeze, and then you can warm the outside, and then by putting it in, submerging it in hot water, then turning it out onto a plate.
It's almost like you were there, Tracy. And then voila, fabulous ice cream.
It would look really good.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays we just get like a couple of dollops of ice cream out of plastic container and throw it back in the freezer. There's no elegance to that, is there, when you serve that up on a plate?
No, I don't
But
suppose
that's
you can
just so much.
buy modern replicas. I suppose you probably can.
Maybe. We've just lost so much, I think, really.
Adds to your dining experience, I think.
Yeah, it's nice if you've got special celebrations or people around or whatever.
Yeah.
Renata and Tim, looking at you.
Yes. Okay, next we have, I can see a tiger approaching in the background, beware. We have, I think we had one of these on last week. This is a crucifix, another crucifix. This one is, I first thought this might be an original piece of wood, but it's obviously in wood, but these are too uniformly spread apart, so it's sort of these thorns have been carved into the wood here. We don't know if that represents the crown of thorns or something, possibly. The figure there is in metal, but it's a lovely old piece, this one of your finds, Tracy. And this would probably hang above the bed in the bedroom. Yeah, I think most Catholic houses would have one of these, wouldn't they, in the house somewhere.
They'd have a crucifix of some sort on the wall, Botanic.
Yeah, so that's a really nice one. Really nice condition, large, really striking piece, crucifix. Okay, next today we have this chap. It's a fabulous piece, this. Now this is a jug formed as a dog. Now what kind of dog is that, Tracy? Don't say Dalmatian.
I think it looks like he's got a little face of a French bulldog, hasn't he?
Yeah, but strange ears. He's got like
koala bear ears.
Koala bear ears. A strange
Very cute, though.
shape, but he's...
Although I can't remember what their ears do look like.
What, koala bears?
No, the little French bulldogs. Have they got roundy ears or have they got pointy ears?
I don't know. We'll have to look into that.
Probably most dogs got pointy ears. Oh no, they haven't all got pointy ears.
The ear debate, the great ear debate. Anyway, this piece, I did find an identical piece in a museum, I think it's called the Toby Jug Museum in Chicago. And they had this down as a boxer dog from 1920s. They couldn't say the maker. They said it was French from the 1920s. There is a guy, late 19th century in France, called George Dreyfus, who made very, very similar pieces. So this is in the manner of, or in the style of him, we believe.
But it isn't a Dreyfus piece, though.
No, his pieces can sell for like up to a couple of grand, can't they? They're very expensive. But this fabulous old piece, he does have a little bit of writing, a few numbers on the base there, yeah, and a little LO there. I've tried to do some more research. Can you see that? Is that okay?
It's not picking it up.
No? But yeah, it's at least 100 years old. There's a lot of copies of these sort of things. If you think of English Staffordshire figures, Staffordshire flatbacks, there's millions of them in circulation, copies. So it can be quite hard to tell. This one we believe is original. You can look at the crazing. We looked under the magnifier. and he will be at least 1920s. So fabulous old koala bear eared boxer stroke bulldog dog, and he has the hole in there for putting your liquid in. Pours out of the mouth, you can see there, and you hold the tail, so that'd be great to put your milk in and have on your cornflakes in the morning. But unfortunately in our household I think he wouldn't last very long, would he, Tracy?
Not the way you break cups, love, no.
No.
But also he's not practical. They're not practical to use, are they? Because trying to clean them, you know, you can't get your hand in there to clean him. No. And it would be quite difficult. Probably, but he is glazed inside. I
imagine they were all. Do you think they were probably always made as a decorative piece, even in the 19th century?
I think they would have been. I mean, maybe they were bought out for holidays and holidays, but they would have cost a lot of money in the day. So to risk, I mean, trying to clean it would be a nightmare. Unless you just had something in it, like water, of course. Like when you're doing your ice cream displays, you could have your dog as well. You could use him maybe for water. I don't know. I think it would have been more as a fun piece, you know, an ornament, a talking piece. But we're going to take him into our friend at the auction house and get a bit more information about him, if he can clarify a little bit more. He's got really great knowledge, and I think he will give us a bit more info. I'm going to bring his face in. You getting that? Yep. He's cute. Okay, so that's him. What have we next on the agenda? Okay, we have these striking pieces here. Now, if you're looking for the Louis XV, Louis XVI, Versailles sort of style for your home, look at these lovely pieces. Now, these are vintage. They're probably late 20th century, to be honest, but they're in that French 18th century style. They're in a sort of plaster. They are modern, but they're so striking. A lovely, lovely pair. Well, they're not actually a pair, Tracy informs me, because if you look at the bases, those swags at the bottom both go in the same direction. So, Tracy, you're saying not a pair. Not a pair, just two. Just two of. But they will go on your wall as a pair and be perfect. Just the job, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Quite striking. Quite heavy, actually. Heavy pieces. But yeah, very much in the 18th century style. There we are. Let's put them back down there. Try not to break them. And they're oversized, so they're quite good for decorating, aren't they, in the French style? Yeah. Oversized pieces are quite popular. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, lastly today, my favourite thing to buy. I always say this every time. Now, Tracy's going to give me some trouble here because of the reflections. This is an old oil painting, and I absolutely love this painting. It's beautiful, and it's under glass. Most oil paintings are not under glass, or watercolours, pastels, often under glass, not oil paintings so often. Anyway, this one, as you can see, it's a little lake scene there, but see how well the artist has caught the shimmers. It's very difficult to get it actually with the glasses reflecting even like that. Always a nightmare with anything like mirrors for me to photograph, to put on the site. Mirrors, things under glass, it just reflects everything. It's so difficult to photograph. But this, I love this painting. It's got a little signature down in the bottom right. We've tried to discover that signature, but we can't. It's too faded, isn't it? Mm. Helps if you can find the signature, of course. And this one is in a fabulous old frame. Can you see that frame? Can you come into that? Now this, we think, it's strawberries, isn't it, Tracy? It definitely is strawberries, isn't it? Yeah. Strawberries, which is, I've never seen a strawberry one before. But you think these are probably wild strawberries? Cause wild or an old variety, because they're much more elongated than modern strawberries, which are plumper. Yes. And more round. Plumptious. Yes, these are definitely older varieties. Yeah. Which is quite interesting when you look at older things and you can see how things were in the time rather than how they are now, where everything is genetically modified. And those little wild strawberries are so good for you, aren't they? Yeah, the wild ones are much nicer. They're fizzy, aren't they, the little ones? Very, very and they're good. Very prolific, and they're quite hardy as well. Very, I mean, strawberries are hardy anyway, but they're really hardy and they're good.
So that frame is in good condition actually. We have so many paintings
Unusually.
that have the gesso chipped off and big lumps hanging off. They're so fragile as they get moved in time, they just knocks off so easy. But this one is in lovely condition.
We're not getting back into the over painting debate.
No, we're not getting into that frame gold painting debate. No, I think this is original, untouched. The glass actually is old as well. It's got little bubbles in the glass in places. An old piece of glass.
Yeah, you can see it's
that.
old glass on that.
But I just love the image. I think it's absolutely fabulous. Yeah, I mean,
It's rather good.
yeah. I have photographed this one to go on the site, but
Yes, but we all know it probably won't be getting there.
I'm wavering a little bit because I absolutely love it. But we'll see. We did wonder at first. You see the frame round here looks sort of new, but it's had some old paper on it, which has probably kept it fresh.
Looking nice, yeah.
If you see the canvas, is a very old canvas. I mean, I think this is late 19th century probably. But I'm going to bring that canvas in. You see, when you're getting that, how old that canvas is.
Yeah, well, you can see it from the edges, the colour of the canvas. It's not even white, is it? It's not even cream. It's a beigey colour.
Whenever you buy paintings, whenever I buy a painting, generally the first thing I always do is spin it around and have a good look at the back. It gives away so much information.
Probably just as well some of the paintings you buy.
How dare you?
Yeah, I don't really like modern paintings very much.
Well, it depends. I mean, you can
Well,
have
it does
a modern
depend, yeah,
painting
of
that's
course.
brilliant or a 100-year-old painting that's awful.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying I don't like abstract art
No,
very
I'm
much.
not
into the
abstract. I've got one abstract picture in the house.
modernist. Yeah.
That one's
And
all
where's
right.
it hanging? In the hall at the top of the stairs in the dark.
In a dark
Because I
corner.
won't allow it to be downstairs. It's fine. It's it's each to their own. If we all like the same thing, that would be a sad world, wouldn't it?
We're always arguing though, aren't we?
Yeah, we always argue over
About paintings when I try to buy them and you give me stick.
I always think if paintings are good, it doesn't matter whether you can appreciate. I look at it like this: you can appreciate art or a painting or a sculpture. If it's well done, you can appreciate it even if you don't personally like it. You can still see the quality. It's like with clothes or with anything.
But how many
Just
times
because
do I
you
have to-
don't like the style, it doesn't mean that there's
How
not
many times do I
quality
have to prove to
in it.
you when I've bought paintings, you've said no, and I've said I'm getting it, and I've sold it? Answer me that one.
There's a lot of people with the same taste as you, obviously.
Exactly.
We all have
good
different
taste.
tastes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
there we are. I love this picture. It's absolutely superb.
Moo Moo wants to go through the door.
Is she trying to go through Diagon
She
Alley?
is. She might wait a minute. Bless her.
Patience, Missy. Missy, come and say hello.
I think
Missy.
she's cold. She's only been out a couple of minutes. Been in bed all morning, little monkey.
Okay, and we've got Bob Cratchit, Bob Squash.
Yep, she's telling you you've
Sir
got to
Bob a
go.
lot.
Hang on a minute.
We'll come back in a minute. Okay, that's Missy, just gone through Diagon Alley, so we won't see her for a while. We were talking about Bob, Sir Bob a lot. He's okay. He was out last night, wasn't he? He's now sleeping in the house, having a kip after being fed. So him and Missy are getting on so-so. Well, they're not really getting on, are they? Anyway.
Well, it's normally over food, isn't it? If one of them comes in and demands food, that can be a problem, but they're getting there. It's going to take a while. You can't expect them to get on in 5 minutes.
No, we're trying to keep them a bit apart, aren't we?
Yeah, or to always be supervise the...
Cats are difficult. Give me dogs any day.
Yeah, dogs are...
Anyway.
Dogs are easier.
What are you laughing at? Control yourself. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Our shops that we sell on are in the description below. And we've got some video footage to put on at the end of this one. We went to Cannes the other day and went to the Botanic Gardens. It was a freezing day, but it was lovely and warm in the greenhouses, wasn't it?
And the tropical house.
We did ask them if we could move in until our wood burner arrives, but they wouldn't let us. It was lovely. So I think that's it for now. We're going to go. Thanks so much for watching. And I'm sure there's something I've forgotten to say. No?
I can't think of it.
Okay. We will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You want to go left, or you can't?
Yeah, it's a roundabout, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Where the heck are we?
Up there, where he's going.
Look, the Munster's house.
I've got it. Fancy finding a Peaky Blinder in the Botanical Warm House.
Morris Albury, looks like the, what is it, the Wampin Willow? Get the Wampin Willow from here.
Oh yeah.
What they need in there is a blue Ford Anglia, isn't it?
To really set it off.
Really set that off.
I love the waterfall.
That's good.
I haven't been to this bit before.
It's new, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like
See
it.
that house? Very French, isn't it? Funky little place, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks really cool. Adam's family.
Yeah. Your lot.
Such a kid.
Old greenhouse. Yeah, I remember. Good days. Sphere de Toxiques. Is that where you get your ingredients for the homemade soup, Tracy?
Yeah.
Yes.
I tell you, I could do the nice hot homemade soup today.
I know.
It's freezing.
Bitter.
You want a Monsieur Europaeus? We used to have one of those.
Is that toxic?
With the square box. Oh, I didn't actually realise it was that toxic.
That's poisonous.
That's
isn't it?
you is very poisonous, isn't it? All parts of it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, belladonna as well. That's what they use in eye drops, isn't it?
Is that? I've seen this on Poirot.
Atropine.
Poirot.
Yeah, atropine. Atropa belladonna.
Oh, it is belladonna.
Yeah.
Atropa belladonna.
Hellebores. Who wouldn't love hellebores? When everything else is asleep, they're at their best.
So do these flower all winter?
Well, they're called the Christmas rose because they generally start flowering round about that time, and they don't mind the cold.
Smile. Looking very coy. Well, I think we'd better go home to those pussycats. Ready? Bye.